month of November. I can smell Christmas already, but that did not stop the October rain from falling. A downpour of colors, so don't start thinking I'm playing the weather girl here. We're talking art. Plus, a young artist shows us his solo show at the Vivid Art Gallery. Then we move to the United Nations Information Center, where art is being used for sustainable development. That's the lineup on Art House today. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Melinda Akinlami.
Magic becomes art when it has nothing to hide.
Yusuf Grillo, Abayomi Baba, Bruce Onogbapeya, Banjo Fasui, Dele Jegede, Jerome Eliayo, Nike Okundaye, and Kolade Oshinowo. Those are the Nigerian living legends who were part of the October Rain exhibition at the National Museum in Lagos.
It's a journey that started in 2007 at this same venue, the National Museum in Lagos. 10 years after, at the 19th Annual Juried Art Show, the flow of colors and precise chiseled wonders interface at the October Rain exhibition, and only the best made the cut.
October Rain exhibition is put together by the Society of Nigerian Artists Lagos State chapter to house the artists, particularly the productive ones. It's an exercise that is formed to evaluate the productivity of the artists, particularly from Lagos State. And it has actually worked out in the areas of the artists bringing in new things into the art landscape. And it's quite innovative.
Before we choose the artists, we send out call for entry and people put in for the show. So after that, we do the jury. So we actually set a panel of jury that did that, not from the committee. And they look at the quality of works, they look at the strength and the content also of the art piece before they can choose the work.
Exhibition, which bridges a generation gap, sees old and young artists of the society in one room. The sheer breadth of creativity takes some of the pioneers down memory lane.
The time we founded the Society of Nigerian Artists in 1963, we were only three of us started it. Grillo, Onogbapeya, and myself started it. Then we brought in more people, and at our best we were about 17 in the whole of Lagos at that time. But now you can see our children and grandchildren in high numbers, and they are doing very well. I'm happy about them.
I initiated the October Rain in my tenure as Chairman Society of Nigerian Artists Lagos, and I'm glad that people have been able to, against the usual norm of discontinuing a noble idea, subsequent administration, ESCO, have been able to build on it, and it has become a brand that we all look up to annually for artists of the association to showcase what they've been doing, and also scholars to promote their writing of the visual arts. So I'm happy 10 years ago, we are here today, same venue where it started and celebrating its 10th anniversary. So it's quite interesting.
Every work of art, be it painting or sculpture, shows that it can hold its own. Take Dr. Alabi's handwork, for instance. It has not only caught the eye of veteran artist Bruce Onogbapeya, but the little ones in the mix are not content with just admiring it.
Edie is something that everybody want to eat, but the philosophy behind Akoko Gagara is talking about, you know, some people in a high position that are not really ready to, you know, support the coming generation. So people like that, we need to encourage them to actually give support to upcoming artists. So that's what the work is all about. And you know, what I try to do in that work is to create the focal point based on the head. If you look at the head, you will see I use some auto-base paint to create a kind of realism on the sculpture. So that's what I did.
The roster work is sharing the spotlight with other sculptural pieces which art enthusiasts are fixated on, marveled at the detail in some of them.
I like using lines a lot. I find lines so interesting. When I look at people's faces, I see all sorts of lines, and which does not make the resemblance to be less at the same time. So I'm satisfied with the lines that I see, and I decided to capture that in metal.
But the painters are not fazed because they can hold their own. This piece by Yusuf Durodola is part of a series of performances which blossomed into what's hanging on the wall.
Talking about what's changed the world and who are the things that change the world. So the hue there is talking about different colors that we have. So, and individual has different attitude, different concepts, different talents. Our talent that we are putting into this world, our attitude that we are putting into this world change the world. If you are good, people will definitely feel you, and if you are bad, they will feel you. So from that performance is what I crop this painting, which I titled The Way They Made Me. So it's talking about how we change our environment, how we change the people around us. Anything you put into this world, people, even far people, will definitely feel the impact of what you have done, either negative or positive.
All this variety has made an indelible mark on art instructors like Dr. Kunle Filani.
When you look at the quality of names of individuals in Nigerian art who reside in Lagos and who are exhibiting, then you can see that this exhibition is a very good success. The first set of individuals that organized the Society of Nigerian Artists in the person of Pa Fashui, Yusuf Grillo, and Bruce Nobrakbeya, the three of them reside in Lagos and they are exhibiting. And I think some of them are even present here today. So it shows the quality of artistic production that we have in Nigeria. It also shows a dynamic support for the good things the Lagos State government is doing about the arts. You can see that there is a rejuvenation of artistic interest in Lagos. And if we artists show that we support Lagos, there could be more governmental participation, not only for the aesthetic display of art, but for, more importantly, for entrepreneurial exploration of the arts, so that more people can make wealth through the arts.
There's also a man who is a key part of this event and made a big impression on the hearts of many artists, whether they knew him up close and personal or not.
Chief Rashid Badamasi, a pleasant man, very distinguished, and also a philanthropist, a lover of the arts, specifically visual arts, painting, and a friend of mine. His legacy lingers on, and I was a bit pleased that we are beginning to give posthumous honor to those who have associated, promoted, and supported the arts, visual arts.
Badamasi was a good collector of art, but I never met him. Most of the time, because by policy, I don't sell my works. So only those who sold their works either to Badamasi or other collectors will know them. But I heard about his activities. He was a very famous man in the promotion of arts, plastic art, drama, music. He was an all-rounder man promoting art. It's a worthy thing to remember him on this occasion.
Somehow there is a pep of grandiose, attached to it, and you could see ranging from the very old generation artists to the much younger ones. You could see the number of works on display. It shows the zeal and the enthusiasm of individuals to participate in the October Rain. More significantly is the fact that it's dedicated to honor one of the art patrons that died recently, in the person of Chief Rashid Gbadamosi. He is a very well-respected patron of the arts.
The Lagos State chapter of the Society of Nigerian Artists was established in 1981. It's a professional body for all practicing visual artists with branches across the country.
The exhibition is dedicated to the loving memory of art patron Rashid Gbadamosi, and Bisi Fake ought to be part of it, but he died a few weeks before the show. Their impact on the Nigerian art scene lingers on.